Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's California EDD Q&A live with Shelly's Millions. We can talk about taxes. We can talk about Valentine's Day. I've got my Valentine's Day shirt on and my Valentine's Day manicure that I did myself when I was supposed to be doing other things yesterday. I hope you guys are all having a good night. Hi, Mel. Your other friend's documents got approved. That's excellent. And Mel, can you remind me? I know that your friend used the affidavit. Your first friend had other backup documents that they sent. Did this friend also send additional documents, or was it just the affidavit? PUA, you were approved. Oh, happy day. That is a happy day. This is good news. This is turning out to be a good stream. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Except for now we're at Colleen's, who just got laid off from her healthcare job. So, Colleen, if your benefit year is over and you were let go through no fault of your own, that sounds like you could be ready to ride this terrible unemployment train again. Oh, is my microphone working? Is my microphone working? I think it is. Okay. I don't know. All right. You had a meet and greet interview today at a mental facility. Also had accepted contract work, but no schedule yet. All right. Well, hopefully, sounds like you've got a lot of other things in the works. So I hope that those materialize for you. When one door closes, another one opens, they say. So I really hope that things work out for you. Hi, Alex. Hi, Sugar Sprinkles. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. I would certainly appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know my microphone's working. It's doing this thing where it's blinking. And to me, blinking would mean that it's not working. I don't know. I guess it would default to my computer microphone. Anyway, that's not what you guys are here for. Also, I am kind of excited that the Rams won yesterday. I am not a big sports fan, but I am a huge supporter of Los Angeles. So, for all the crazy things that California has, I love it when we win. And what else? What else is going on? Oh, the halftime show. The halftime show was amazing. All right. Roxanne says, I submitted my affidavit. Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm using the program where I can put the questions up. Roxanne says, I submitted my affidavit on 2/7 with my degree and some emails and received a letter that it was approved today. Thank you for my help. You are so welcome. And I'm really glad when you guys share that your documents were approved. Julia says, Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Debbie. Alex says, Happy Valentine's Day. All right. So what else is going on, you guys? Do you want to talk at all about sick pay when you're back at work? California just implemented supplemental sick pay for employers. Yeah. So this is part of, it's got a tie, and I always seem to spill on it. I'm talking about the blouse now. Debbie's comment up on screen. I kind of love, I wore my and I'm really, the manicure is good. I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, I have all those colors. So I did that. That's like my special skill is I can paint my own nails. I can't do designs. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have tonight? Karam, I hope I said your name right. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Pee-wee says, the comment's loading. You would not have known what to do to get approved without me. Thank you for saying that. Skylar says, should I be worried that my EDD is still open? What do you mean by open? Oh, and let's share right at the beginning for anybody tuning in, Ginny Silver, unless she heard today, I feel like she would tell me right away. As of last night, she had still not heard if her documents were approved or not. So for anybody just tuning in or watching after the live, if you're wondering about when your PUA documents will be approved, it's not time to worry yet because Ginny Silver submitted her documents way back in November as well, and she still hasn't received notification that those documents are approved. All right, Alex, so you want to know about the sick pay. Here in the state of California, Yes, there is. They just reinstated supplemental sick pay that an employer has to pay. They're not going to like it because it's not subsidized by the federal government anymore. And then there is also something called exclusion pay. And a lot of employers were confused about exclusion pay. Exclusion pay was for everyone except for healthcare industries, including smaller employers. Um, the supplemental sick pay that they've just reinstated, unfortunately, if it's a small business, a business with less than 25 employees, it doesn't count, and it also doesn't cover healthcare workers. Okay, I am trying to find the post on the sick pay in California. So where is it? I follow an attorney on LinkedIn, and he puts out newsletters. His name is Anthony Zaller, and he gives out really good information for free. Oh, PUA, thank you for the donation. You did not have to do that, but it is certainly appreciated. Okay. Pulling this LinkedIn post up from Mr. Anthony Zaller. Except it's giving me all the stuff that I don't want. Activity. Now where his post? See all activity. Post. Here we go. Also, California is dropping mask requirements. I can't remember if it's tomorrow or if it's the 16th, but Los Angeles County is not. Okay. Okay. Which employees are entitled to supplemental paid leave under the new law for 2022? Okay, so exclusion pay was also if you were exposed in the workplace or you were asked to quarantine because you were exposed in the workplace. Supplemental sick pay that California is reinstating does not have those requirements. So here's who would qualify. The employee is subject to a quarantine or isolation period related to the word I'm not going to say on YouTube, as defined by an order or guidance of the State Department or Public Health. Okay, and I'm really familiar with the Los Angeles guidelines for quarantining, but those can differ by city, county, and state. And it always kind of defers to whichever is the most strict. So for Los Angeles County, you're supposed to quarantine for 10 days after a positive test. If you want to, after day 5, you could take another test. And if that comes back negative and you don't have any symptoms, then you could go back to work after day 5. But otherwise, like if you don't have access to a test or you test on day 5 and you don't get those results until day 10, you can go back to work without taking a test after day 10. So now supplemental sick pay would cover companies that are not the healthcare industry where there's more than 25 employees, and then you would qualify for that if you need to quarantine. They also need to give you supplemental sick pay if you've been advised by a healthcare provider to isolate or quarantine. If you're attending an appointment for yourselves or a family member to receive a vaccine or a booster, just for that illness, though, like not like your tetanus shot. The employee is experiencing symptoms or caring for a family member experiencing symptoms from the vaccine or the booster that prevents the employee from being able to work or telework. The employee is experiencing symptoms and is seeking a diagnosis. So like, let's say you were out of sick pay, but you were having symptoms and you were seeking, like you needed time off work to go test. That seems like that would count as long as your employer has more than 25 employees and you're not in the healthcare industry. It also covers if you're caring for a family member who is subject to an order or guidance who's been told to quarantine, and the employee is caring for a child whose school or place of case is closed or otherwise unavailable for reasons related to the illness. And number 8, if the employee or family member to whom the employee is providing care test positive. So that's a lot of reasons covered by supplemental sick pay that has come back just for the state of California to businesses with 25 or more employees. And again, they cannot ask you to use other types of sick pay, and I believe other types of paid time off for that. And again, the exclusion pay is if you were exposed at work or caught it at work, your employer tells you you have to stay home, they would need to pay you exclusion pay. So yes, and that's not through the EDD. I know I normally talk about unemployment, but anybody who's just tuning in, that's not an unemployment benefit. So you would need to get that through your employer. And unfortunately, since this isn't being reimbursed this time, the employers are not necessarily happy to hear that they need to pay this. But they do. And, I don't think that your companies are trying to not pay you what they owe you. I think that it's a lot for the human resources team to keep up with. It's constantly changing. The dates are constantly getting extended. And I know where I work, we're a nationwide company. And so you're keeping track of all the different states, all the different counties, all the different cities. It's just a lot to keep track of. And a lot of companies are operating with smaller sized staffs, like in the HR department than they were before. So yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to skip around and then I'll get back up. Dawn says, is there a tax credit again this year? There's not. They're not forgiving any of the unemployment money in terms of taxes. So I would go ahead. I personally don't see a reason to wait, but I know Debbie, I know that she's planning on waiting. They aren't talking about it though this year. Last year, there was a lot of talk about it. So I was last year recommending people to wait, in my opinion. I'm not a tax professional, so I can't tell anybody what to do. I can't really advise you, but in my opinion, there's no need to wait to file taxes. Okay. Scrolling back up here. Okay. W says, I'm still waiting for the documents to be accepted, but nothing. Frustrated beyond belief. And W, I don't know if you were in here. I was just saying that Ginny Silver hasn't heard either. She submitted her documents really early. We know she dots her I on the list of acceptable documents, and she hasn't heard either. Okay, Skylar says, all my friends that had EDD, their EDD online says that their claim is closed. Yours doesn't. I'm not sure. Your benefit year might still be going. If your claim balance is 0, then you wouldn't be able to collect. And if you were on any type of extension, you wouldn't programs all were on the DNCP. New CP. Debbie wants to know, are the movies busy on Valentine's Day? They usually are, and we were a little bit busier than usual this year. Okay, let me see here. What else do we have? Wahiba says, you submitted documents on 1/1 and still haven't heard anything. Yeah, and again, guys, it's still not time to worry. I'm not even if Ginny Silver hears, I still might not worry in your individual cases because, again, this isn't something that can just get scanned by after read and determine substantial proof or not. It's not like in some different her tax return. Just send in the schedule. I'm almost wondering if there's okay, this is an easy pile, this is a more complicated pile. I wonder if hers went pile. And again, in this stream, and did I come back? I don't know what happened there. That was very weird. I'm so sorry. Shoot. And now my work is calling. Let me see if I can tell by your comments. 918, 919. Hang on, let me see if you guys can see me. Oh, good. I am back. Sugar Sprinkles, thank you for letting me know. And I'm sure you guys can hear my phone ringing. I'm going to text. I'm so sorry that the feed for it. My internet symbol just went out. I am going to need to check that. Should make my coworker pay me a donation. Hang on one moment. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure they're okay. Sorry. Okie dokie. All right, here we go. This was interesting though with StreamYard. I was able to pop back in. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to scroll up. And some PUA people never asked a PUA then. I know people that weren't on PUA at all in 2021. So all documents when if they asked for a higher amount than the $167, the minimum PUA. So some people, basically some people already proved by a higher amount. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll call my employee later. All right. And then, yep, we did Wahibas. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to try and get all the ones. Okay. Toot guy says, I haven't heard anything yet about documents. How long is it before they ask? I tend to think that if they haven't asked for them yet, and any update on EDD's PUA overpayment? Yes and no. There are reasons why the EDD was going to be allowed to waive overpayments, and through no fault of your own would create a financial hardship. There are 5 additional reasons. Oh, let's see if I can share the screen. Let me really quickly see if I have any other questions. Otherwise, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Oh, I'm breaking up in a slow connection. It shouldn't be a slow connection. It should be, work says that there's something weird with the money, but it's just, I'm sure it's just in the computer system. Oh, Dawn, thank you so much for the super. That. It just says super sticker on that. And you guys do not have to donate, but I do always appreciate it. And happy Valentine's Day. I am going to see if I can share my screen with you, and I'm going to share the 5 additional reasons of the overpayment forgiveness. Let's see, which one was it? I think it's this one. Let me copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this page and then I'm going to share it. I hope that's not too much for my computer. I'm sorry to learn that it's still breaking up. That disappoints me. Okay, one moment. We're almost there. Okay, I'm going to put the question back up on screen that I'm going to share my screen for. And, uh-oh, I hope I'm not still breaking up. I hope I'm totally back. Now I've lost the other question. This is so weird. I'm trying to look about the overpayments. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. This is Jalea's question. So I'm going to put that up on screen while I share my screen. Oh, my work figured it out without me. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's just better if I also show you the source that I am reading from, I think. And I think I know how to do this now. Okay. So this is from the Department of Labor. Nope, I can't move myself though. Okay, so These are the 5 additional reasons beyond beyond the no fault of your own and would create a financial hardship. Hopefully, you guys can see this. So, the additional reasons would be an individual responded no to being able to and available for work, and the state issued payment for pandemic unemployment assistance or pandemic emergency unemployment compensation without adjudicating the eligibility issue. That's a mouthful. Um, An individual the second additional reason is an individual was eligible for payment and the state issued a payment at a higher weekly benefit amount under the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance or Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program. So that means if they paid you more than they should have above your weekly benefit amount, you wouldn't owe that back. The individual responded no to being unemployed, partially unemployed, or unable or unavailable to work due to the approved pandemic related reasons. I'm not going to say that other word. And the state paid pandemic unemployment assistance. When asked to self certify, the individual did not respond or confirmed that none of the approved reasons applied and the state issued payment, resulting in overpayment for the week. So basically, if you were truthful when you started your the EDD is the individual submitted proof of earnings used to calculate PUA, weekly benefit amount, process the and the fifth new reason is if the individual submitted proof to establish eligibility for that mixed earners unemployment compensation and the state incorrectly processed the information resulting in overpayment. That is what they're instructing the EDD to do. Okay, I'm going to leave that on screen for just a moment, and then I am going to answer more questions. Okay. So, Jimmy says, I updated my documents on December of last year, but I still haven't heard anything back. What should I do? Um, So, yeah, Ginny Silver submitted her proof of work back in November and she still hasn't heard. So, I would just sit tight, kind of good news. I thought it was going to die again. Guys, I may have to end the stream tonight. I think if it dies again early, I may just end it early. It's like a sign that I'm not supposed to be streaming. I don't know what's going on. I have a fiber connection at my house, so it really shouldn't be my internet. Um, yeah, crazy that I'm gonna. Oh, it's back. This this is my stream keeps lagging. Okay. This is the very strangest thing. It's like the internet won't know any word on people who planned to start a business being denied. I was denied and worried I will have to pay back. I really hope you submitted your business plan. If you did and they denied, I would because All right. This fast. Okay, Colin, please try and call the EDD and ask to speak with a tier 2 representative. They can oftentimes fix that. Try not to worry too much. Um, a lot of times if you have any additional information that you can send them, if you do submit the appeal, if you call and they say that they're not able to help, and you send in the appeal, do you have any invoices for items that you may have purchased to begin the start of your business? Any additional documents that you could send them, receipts, text messages with the dates that they're asking for, any emails from potential clients, anything extra that you can use to help prove the validity of your claim that will help. Okay, let's see here. I'm so sorry, guys, that the stream kept dying. Let's see here. Use the business proposal and affidavit. Do you have any receipts? I mean, potentially even something to a friend. If you were planning on starting a business, right? Like with my mom, I texted my mom and I was like, hey, mom, like I'm thinking about quitting the theater. Yes, she does not think that's a good idea. But, like, possibly that would, like, I have a lot of text where I was definitely thinking about doing YouTube full time. Do you have anything like that? And guys, I'm just simply not making enough on YouTube to do that. Um, but sometimes I do think about it, because the job has changed a lot since we've returned, to work. I still love it, but it makes it hard to do YouTube, which I also found that I love, and the potential on YouTube is greater. But anyway, anything extra that you could send could potentially help. Okay. I'm trying to go backwards so that I can try and get everybody's because my stream keeps don't know why. Penny says, long message about getting 2020 and 2021 1099G is from you, but you don't think it's going through. Penny, can you type it in smaller pieces? Because I'm not seeing it. This is the first comment from you. Um, Possibly, I'm going to try and guess what you're asking about. I'm going to use my imaginary crystal. A lot of people, right, you may have received your 2021 1099G from the they are asking if you want to use your 2019 income to get the EITC. Not my diagram, it's making weird symbols. Like I can see it doing weird things, but I have fiber connected, so I don't know what's for me. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, and Colin's saying that he tried calling and the tier 2 said no. A lot of people actually calling the EDD twice and speaking to a tier 2 representative twice, and that they were kind of saying that the first tier was almost rude and unhelpful, but often rep well. Try one more time, and if not, send in the appeal form. Ali, your community service work now I can do an appeal. Accept. Hope they do. I'm not work. Oh, I didn't cut out entirely. Um, Guys, I would love it if you liked this. Planning on offering It's so weird. Okay, so autism, um, oh, I what do you need help with? Try and type it. Okay, ED, having a problem with your existing claim. Guys, this also seems like a good starting be operating on the weekends anymore, and it's being open until 8 p.m. They're planning, like, they're basically keeping Claimer in business. I know a lot of people frustration with needing to get rid of the EDD. Okay, I'm gonna try auto matters. Do one question and then okay. No, my internet keeps dying. Um, 8th, you use the affidavit form. You had no taxes, just pay stubs and job confirmation emails. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, and I'm so glad to hear that the affidavit. And guys, it's not my affidavit form, not truthfully. I found it online helping me figure out how to talk you guys through it. And then also, it's up with my internet. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask my roommate. Wahiba says if EDD didn't respond for a long time about documents, that's a good sign or a bad sign. No news is good news. So if you haven't heard about your documents yet, that is a good sign. A lot of people, when their documents aren't being accepted, they're seeing them switch. Again, my internet is being crazy. Okay, so Ginny Silver. Guys, since my internet keeps dying, I think that's a sign to go ahead and end tonight's stream early. I don't really want to, but I don't want to give you guys a bad stream either. Get answered in the comments. Okay, guys, happy Valentine's Day. Go Rams, go Los Angeles, go California. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. I am glad that you got this. Guys, since the feed is so bad, I'm gonna go ahead and pop I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna head out for the night. I'm trying to end it. It won't even end. Have a good night, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Not even ending. All right, well, it's on. Yeah, good night, everybody. It's not even ending. Ah, no, it's not.